we are wanting to reach out to all volunteers. In the past, we've been doing this as what we call the service unit scoop, where we invited only service unit managers, and then they came out to your service unit meetings and shared the information with you. And we're just wanting to make sure that everybody's getting the same information, same time. So we will host this meeting every month on the fourth Monday of the month at 8 p.m. And this meeting is for you. We want to provide you with news and council updates with the information that you can use to support your troops or to support troop volunteers and service unit lead teams. Each month, the topics will change depending on the time of the year and what is going on. You'll have different presenters that are going to pop up here, and you'll get to meet a little bit more of the staff this way. We hope to offer ideas for troop meetings, holding mini trainings, maybe some breakout sessions here and there where you can work with other volunteers on a variety of topics. The possibilities for this meeting are really, truly endless. We're going to value your input as we begin this new endeavor and ask for your ideas and what it is that you want from the scoop. So, again, I'm Monica, and I'm going to start us off here today with a little bit of information about recruitment. I guess I'm going to tell you about the agenda. Sorry about that. So what's on the agenda for this evening? We're going to talk about recruitment, and then we're going to have Leslie Ring pop on, and she's going to give us a little bit of information about product program. She's one of our product program specialists out of the Salina office. Girl program is going to be covered by Ariel Miller, and she is the manager of the program team here at Kansas Heartland. Volunteer training I will hit again, and then the council shop. Rhonda Purcell is generally in charge of the shop, but tonight she's not on, so I'll cover a little bit of that. And then we've got a couple of other slides at the end that I might have Jen cover. She doesn't know what she's doing, but it's there, and we're gonna. I know she can do it. So for recruitment, it is that time of year where we start looking at our goals for each of our service units. And if you don't know what a service unit is the geographic area that is set up. So all of the troops within that geographic area make up a service unit. And we generally see service units holding monthly meetings. And from those meetings, different troop leaders within that community will come together and talk about things they want to do with their girls. We want them to do more networking, sharing ideas, work on trainings, those kinds of things. So that's what happens at service unit meetings, and they also plan events. So each of the service units has a membership goal, and so what I'm sharing here today is what that goal is. So each month we will be updating this, so you will see where you're coming or how close you're getting to that goal. We're all advocates for Girl Scouting. That's why you're here tonight. You believe in what we do. And so because of that, we're going to grow Girl Scouts, and hopefully all of us are going to hit our goals this year. So everyone's a part of what we're doing here. Any questions on the goals? This is interactive, so if you have any questions or anything like that, you can unmute yourself, pop in and ask the question. You can also put things in the chat. We've got other staff that are watching and monitoring that chat log, so be sure that you're throwing those ideas out there as well. So,
Monica, I have a question.
Okay.
That goal, is that total or new?
That is total right now. We will break it down. Oh goodness, I'm going the wrong direction again. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. That is the total girl goal for this year. We will break it down each month and it will be separate. You'll have the new girl goal versus the renewal goal, and it'll show you how close you are to each of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for asking that question. All right. So, how are we going to get to these goals? That's the next question. So, this year we've come in and we've decided to throw animal safari parties. They're happening all across the state, and we've had several that have already happened. They are a hit so far. We've got girls coming in with their tickets. They're coming in with their stuffed animals. They're pumped up. They want to join Girl Scouts. Our girl talks have been kind of fun. We've got TE staff, other staff, some volunteers that have gone in and kind of got the girls pumped up at school, and they come and sign up for Girl Scouting. So this year we've also got a map of all of the events that are going on in the state. So if you click that QR code that's on the back side of the flyer, it'll take you to a map that shows you where all of the events are. So if they're not able to come to your event, they might be able to find an event that's near them that they can go to. How many of you are hosting a animal safari party, or have you had one already and had great success? I saw a couple hands go up. Melissa and Peggy and hey. Sarah says theirs next month. Okay. Norton had a good turnout. Wonderful. That is good. Glad to hear that. That is cool. So, yeah, I think it's been great fun. They're making binoculars. They're hunting for animals in the room because they bring their stuffed animals and they hide them around. If you are hosting an event, you can be as creative as you want to with it. We want you to have fun. We want the girls to have fun. And all at the same time, we're aiming toward that goal. So, if you've not gotten information about this, then we do have information that is available. We've put together a Recruitment 101 guide that's available for you to review and see if it's something that will work for you. You put your name in the chat and we'll make sure that a troop engagement specialist reaches out to you and gets you this information. You then would work with the troop engagement specialist. You pick the date, the time, the location. You help provide the people and you make it happen. But we on the backside are providing you with flyers. We're providing you with the girl talk. We're giving you some of the supplies that you need to help make it happen. We do ask that you bring staplers and tape and pins and things like that that are pretty accessible. Toilet paper rolls has been the challenge, but if you are looking to do one of these, you just start telling everybody you know to save toilet paper rolls. And they're just a lot of fun. So we are even giving you the dialogue, the information that you can share with the volunteer or the parents as they come in. So you want to have somebody working with the girls, having them do the things. And then the other end, we've got information that you are sharing with the parents to answer their questions and help them get girls registered into Girl Scouting. So I see we've got a couple people that are showing some interest there. The other thing that is new and I wanted to highlight is our Girl Scout Experience box. This is a new subscription box that's specifically for brand new Daisy troops. For each new Daisy troop with 4 girls and 2 adults, the troop leader is going to receive this at his or her front door with the supplies and program so that they can complete 2 troop meetings. It has markers, crayons, the papers that you need to do, the badge requirements, all of the pieces all in one nice little tidy box. And they're, I think, going to be a hit. Peggy, would you like to, have you received your box yet this month? You want to talk about it at all?
I have. We got basically friendship bracelets. And so we're going to be incorporating that into some of our pedal work. So we haven't made them yet, but they're in the next couple of weeks, we'll be making those.
Okay. And it kind of has the step-by-step instructions
Yes,
and
it had instructions and it had supplies, scissors, tape, hole punch, um, various things that we need to complete the project. So it's good. It's all inclusive.
that is wonderful. And these are for brand new troops. So I just saw a question pop up. What was that question, Jen?
Sorry, I was jumping around here a little bit, multitasking. The question is, we have a troop with a new Daisy leader. Do they qualify for the box since the troop is established?
When did the troop get established? Was it this year or was it last year?
It's an old troop. Just the Daisy leader is new.
Okay.
And
Do you have at
they're
least
splitting the
four
girl.
new Daisies?
I don't know. Our recruitment event is next month, so we will
We have
see.
2 already.
We have 2 new Daisies as of now.
Perfect. We
Okay.
need to get you 2 more new Daisies, and then you will qualify for it too.
Yep. We can make it happen. Very good.
Thank you.
So make sure you write that troop number down for me, Jen, so we can
Gotcha.
watch for that. Okay.
Yep.
So if you know somebody in your community that has been a little bit apprehensive about becoming a troop leader, this is the time to jump in. Tell them to jump in as a Daisy leader, and they're going to walk through the program with them. And so every month they'll get a box, and it has 2 meetings in it. So real excited about that. All right, so I am going to pass it over to Miss Ariel and let her, oh, nope, I'm sorry, Leslie. I got program, I saw the word program. So we're going to let Leslie talk about product program.
Hello, everyone. So as you know, I'm product program specialist in the Salina office. But any of us, if you ever have any questions, you can reach any of us in all of our offices. If you are a new troop fall product manager, not necessarily a new troop, but if you are new to the role of troop fall product manager, please make sure you are attending one of the trainings, the virtual trainings for the fall product program that is coming up very quickly. The next one we have is Thursday, August 29th at 6:30. Then after that, September 1st, this was a reschedule due to technical difficulties on the originally planned August 25th training, and then again, Tuesday, September 3rd. It is mandatory to attend this training if you are a new troop fall product manager. If your troop plans on attending, the Teams link is in there, but all you have to do is check out our Facebook page or on our website. If you just go under cookies and fall, click on there and all the training information, the link to request your program materials, and the link for your troop manager agreement is also available on our website. So I think that's really it, unless anyone has any questions for me.
Do you have a time for the meeting on the 1st yet?
It's 3 p.m., just like last. Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I didn't
No
see.
problem. That's okay. It's okay.
Can someone attend even if they're not the product manager?
Yes, sorry. It is open to everybody. If you need a refresher, if you want to know what's going on, if you just want to learn, even if you're not the product manager, you can jump on. It is only required though for brand new fall product managers. But yes, if you just want the information, if you're the leader but not the product manager or co-leader, yes, any of those you can jump on and learn.
Wonderful. Any other questions for Leslie?
Sarah, you asked if none of those times work for you. If you are the product manager, you are new and you are required to take it, please reach out depending on where you are located. What service unit are you in? Okay, 72, that is Jacqueline Vargas. Jacqueline is your product program specialist. Reach out to her and she can set up something with you for a one-off moment. Thank you, Jen. Yes, Jacqueline can take care of you on that if none of those times work. Well, thank you for having me. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or want to know who your person is, you can always reach out at info@gskh and we'll get you taken care of. Thank you.
Thank you, Leslie. All right, we're going to now hop on over to Girl Program. And then we're going to let Ariel jump in and um, give you some information. You're muted, hon.
If you're using a headset, you might need to switch which mic it's coming from. The little caret next to the mic button. Ariel and I were working on her computer audio earlier today, and apparently it is not going to work. Do you want me to hop in and say some things here? Nope, we still can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Success.
Okay. So I just took off my headphones and hope that my husband recognizes I took off my headphones so that he doesn't start talking in the background. So welcome. Sorry about the technology issues. I'm having some serious issues with my computer setup. So upcoming events. We have a ton of really exciting events coming up in the very near future. For those of you who are already aware, Girl Scouts likes to celebrate Girl Scouts Love State Parks in September. It's the weekend of the 14th and 15th. We don't, the program team is not offering any programs on that weekend, but we encourage you guys to take the opportunity to take advantage of service unit activities if you guys are planning those, making sure you're getting all of that information out to your troops. We do have an adventure day scheduled in Glen Elder on September 14th. That is our one kind of event that we're doing. It closes on September 3rd, so if you're interested, please be signed up by then. We have another adventure day at Starwoods on September 21st. That closes on the 9th. So lots of closure dates coming up pretty quick here. So make sure you check your calendars and get signed up for those things if you are interested. The big thing that I want to talk about tonight is one of our biggest events that we host each year, and that is Haunted Stroll. The signups to participate as just a participant, to enjoy the trail and the activities, are open now, and they don't close until September 30th. So keep that in mind for our first weekend, which is October 12th. It's a little different than it has been in the past. We've got 2 weekends, one on October 12th and one on the 19th. So we're going to spread it out a little bit, do our younger girls on the first weekend of the 12th, and some of our older girl activities on the 19th. The 19th event is also open to the public. The other kind of big change to our activities, if you guys have already participated in or used to participate in our gatherings digitally, we are changing them up a little bit this year, and we're going to be sending out digital activity guides. We're going to do it a couple of times throughout the year, so check your calendar on the website so you can see what's available. The first one coming up is Your Voice Counts, and we'll be sending out an activity guide with all kinds of really cool things for you guys to do with your troops, and also loads of really great information to share with them about, making their voice count. The closure of those is basically the day before the event. So in this case, it'll be the 30th. Go ahead and go to the next slide. You were fine. So we do need your help. We do need troops. Our biggest event this fall is our Haunted Stroll event, and we need troops for a couple of different things. We need troops for our Spookmasters, and this is cadet and above troops that will be designing, decorating, and acting out different spooky scenes for the Boo Bash Trail, which is our older girl event on the 19th. In addition to that, we need some assistance with a pumpkin squad, and those are junior troops and above or individuals with chaperones, and they can assist us with our Fairy Tale Trail and our Pumpkin Hollow Trail events that are going to be happening on October 12th. Go ahead and hop again on our website to our events page to get more information on all of those. Travel applications. So when do you need to have travel applications completed? If you are completing a check front application to stay on council-owned property, you do not need to fill out a travel application. We've had a couple of things get a little confused, and some troops have been hopping on to book their space at our check front application, and then they're also filling out a travel application. Check front actually asks you all the questions that we need, so we don't need you to fill out that travel application in addition. If you're planning an overnight in your own town or an overnight out of town for one or more nights, you need to, and you're not staying at a council-owned property, you do need to fill out a travel applications. If you have questions, do me a favor. I'm going to pop into the chat Lisa Jocelyn's information. She is the person to go to for any applications on travel and any questions you might have. If anyone has any questions.
Okay, our question, our troop has a Girl Scout house, but it's owned by the city. We would still need to do a travel application for an overnight event.
Yes. Council-owned properties only do not require the travel application.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, I just popped Lisa's information for travel applications into the chat. So if anyone needs to contact her, that's the best way to get a hold of her.
And just for some fun, why don't you share in the chat if you had some great travel experiences for your troop this last year, and or help other people plan. You know, sometimes I was there and it was really cool, and another troop leader might benefit from that information. So if you've got something really cool, go ahead and throw it out there in the chat for others to enjoy. Thank you, Ariel. All right, we're going to jump ahead here to volunteer training.
There is a question in the chat about staying overnight for a haunted stroll. So,
Sarah, would you be coming as participants or as that like leadership opportunities for the older girls?
It depends on what it is interested by the troop, but I was like wondering out loud if we were to come. It's a 3 or 4 hour drive from down here, so I doubt that would be a fun day trip, and I'm sure it would probably go into the evening, so I'm sure it would probably be smart to stay overnight. So either way, either way it goes.
So as participants, you would need to find other arrangements, a hotel or something like that. The ones who are working like the leadership opportunities, the Pumpkin Squad or Spook Masters, they are eligible to stay over either the night before Fairy Tale Trail, because it's happening, like come in Friday nights, stay and help Saturday morning, or the night after the Pumpkin Hollow Trail or the Boo Bash Trail, because they start a little later in the evening and they can stay overnight to finish cleaning up Sunday morning. But the participants unfortunately don't have an option to stay overnight with those events because there just isn't enough space to accommodate both those who are in a volunteer leadership group and those who are participants.
Makes sense.
Are there any other questions related to program? Okay, I see we got a couple of ideas that are being thrown out there, so I love that. We're doing overnight at the Wonders of Wildlife. Cool. Love it. All right, so volunteer training. Broke it down here. We've got first aid, CPR, and AED courses. I've put on here a few that are upcoming in the month of September and on into October. We've got Camp Double E at Emporia. We've got Atwood, Hayes, Wichita, Parsons, and then another one in Wichita. Those are generally 2-hour classes. The registration deadline for all events and all trainings is generally 2 weeks prior to the event. And the reason for this is because, especially on the first aid CPR, there's 50 videos that you have to watch prior to coming to the actual in-person skills training. So those need to be done prior to coming. Just wanted you to know that. I had somebody call the other day and wanted to jump in the day before. And I said, well, if you've got time to watch 50 videos today, we can get you in. And she said, no, I'll register for October's training. So outdoor camping courses, it is fall, and now is the time, and spring is when we do outdoor camping. Our outdoor camping courses are overnight camps or courses, and it is required if you're planning on any outdoor cooking or outdoor overnights with girls. This course includes the cabin camping course, which is a course that we do for those people that want to do glamping in walled facilities. But we don't generally offer cabin camping on its own as a solo event. It's just not as attended. So if we get 5 people, 4 or 5 people that are interested in taking that course, we'll put one together for you. But generally, we just encourage you to just go ahead and go with the outdoor camping course, and that way you get it all in one. Then you're done and you don't have to do it again. The other course that wanted to throw in here is, so that one we've got at Camp Double E, Atwood, Ellis, and Starwoods. The one in Ellis is being held in conjunction with the Junior 3-Park Campout. So that you get kind of 2 birds with 1 stone on that particular one. Girls get to have fun while you're also learning. So that's something to consider. Other courses that we offer is brand new this year, Heartland Essentials. It's our new in-person virtual course for brand new troop leaders. The prerequisite for this course is going to be the 536 GSKH new leader onboarding modules within GS Learn. Those should go live this next, well, the end of this week. The 30th is what we were looking for, a go live date on those. This course has to be taken, the Heartland Essentials has to be taken within 3 months of a leadership role. Basically, what we're providing in this is all of those things that are specific to Girl Scouts of Kansas Heartland. What are our policies, our procedures, those kinds of things. Just gives you the nuts and bolts of who and what we do here locally. The Wilderness First Aid course is a 2-day course. It's not an overnight. It runs 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. It's offered for troops that are planning more in-depth troop outings and that are not in near care of emergency response. So prerequisites for that is adult CPR and AED. And then basic first aid and outdoor camping is highly recommended. So another course that we offer is Youth Mental Health First Aid. This, the first offering for this is going to be on November 9, and it will be a virtual event. It is an all-day course. It is a very impactful training, and it helps you identify, understand, and respond to signs of mental health and substance abuse or use amongst girls 12 to 18 or teens about in that age group. It also is very impactful and helps you as well. So highly recommend you do that. Our kids, our teens are dealing with a lot of stuff right now, and this would definitely be a good course for all troop volunteers to take. The other course that I wanted to talk about is Certathon. Certathon is going to be held Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd. It's going to be at the Starwoods Girl Scout Center at Clearwater. It is going to have a first aid CPR course on Friday evening. And then on Saturday, there will be a level 1 archery instructor course from 1 to 5. The cost for that course is $50. $10 of it goes to Girl Scouts Kansas Heartland, and $40 goes to USA Archery. Then we have a team building and traverse wall instructor course that's going to be from 5 to 6:30, and it is $5. For all of the trainings that we talked about here tonight, you get to register for those on Ultra Camp, and you'll find those on our events calendar. Just plug in the training tab, and then you'll see all the trainings that are available. This year, we did not get to offer our outdoor camping training for the Certathon weekend, and that is partly due to the fact that we are in need of some more outdoor camping trainers. And so if there's anyone out there that has a niche and is interested in outdoor camping, we would love to have you give me a call and talk to Olivia either way, so that we can get you started as an outdoor camping trainer, and you can help provide that to our volunteers that need this training. Melinda, you have your hand up?
Yes, thank you. On November 2nd, that morning is our annual meeting. So it is a great opportunity to come in, stay at Starwoods, come to the annual meeting, and finish back up at Starwoods for your Certathon training. So just wanted to make sure folks from outside of the Wichita area knew that those were definitely in conjunction as well.
Beautiful. Thank you, Melinda. There's a lot of chatting going on over there. You gals are busy. I think that's fabulous. This is what it's all about right here. Yes. Okay. Council shop is the next thing that we're going to just kind of hit on. Again, Rhonda kind of shared this earlier, and she said that right now they've got my Girl Scout kit that is available. They get all the components and things that they need for their Daisy uniform, and then they get this free little bag that goes along with it. She provided links, but the links don't work through the PowerPoint, so I just wanted to let you know how to get to them. So let me see if I can pull that up here real quick. I have way too many tabs open here, and I can't seem to get it to work for me. What's going on here? Let me hit an escape. There we go. All right. So if you go to the kansasgirlscouts.org website and you click on shop at the top, here she has these My Girl Scout kits right here under new. And you click on the My Girl Scout kit. You go in here and you decide you want to do the Daisy kit. They click on it, and then they get to choose and build their kit. Once they have spent the $60, then they're eligible for the free drawstring bag. So just wanted you all to know how to get to those tabs that or the links that she was sharing. So, all right. Any questions on that?
No, but I just want to say Rhonda is getting some great things coming into the shop. I saw a box of things she was unloading today, and I was so excited. So keep an eye open.
Wonderful. Yeah, I saw some really cute stuff here in Hayes too. All right, we're going to kind of throw this over to Jen, and this is unbeknownst to her. She's just going to wing it, but I know she's going to do great. So,
Cool. What am I talking about?
right there it is.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can totally talk about higher awards like all day long. So highest awards, for those who are newer to Girl Scouts, that includes the Bronze Award for our juniors, Silver Award for our cadets, and Gold Award for our seniors and ambassadors, our high schoolers. We, a year ago, our board very generously created a highest awards project fund to help our Girl Scouts achieve these awards, because there is a bit of a financial component that goes along with that. So with the project fund, the council is offering essentially a scholarship opportunity for the troops or the groups or the individual Girl Scouts who want to earn these awards. For the Bronze Award, there is no pre-approval required for that award, and so you go straight to the project fund as your first step. It is out on our website. The link is in the PowerPoint for once that is shared as well. We've got this information on multiple places, so hopefully you can find that link pretty easy. So Bronze Awarding and Junior Girl Scouts, fill out the application, give us a little bit of idea of what you're doing and what the funds that you might need, and we will help to provide a portion of that. For Silver Award and Gold Award, those groups do need to have pre-approval from our council committees in order to move forward. So they submit a proposal. That proposal is reviewed by council staff and volunteer committee. The girls, the Silver group or the individual Gold Award candidate go to the committee where they offer some advice and some information about their project ideas and approve them to keep moving forward. Once they have committee approval, they can submit an application for funding. And again, we're based on the anticipated costs of the project, providing a portion of those costs to help support that. Little known fact, program credits can also be used to help support highest awards. That's used most often at the Gold Award level, but even at junior or cadet level, program credits can also help to offset the costs of a highest awards project. So if you have any questions on that, Danielle Cooper is leading our Bronze and Silver Award efforts and helping to support me in leading the Gold Award efforts. So reach out to info@gskh.org or directly to Danielle or I if you need any help with highest awards. And then am I still up, Monica, or back to you?
Yes, you are. I'm sorry. You
Okay, I'm still up.
My head nod.
I didn't have you on the screen. So volunteer award nominations are due in just 4 days, if I'm doing my math right. August 31st is when volunteer award nominations will close. Award nominations include anything from troop level things that you're doing. If you've recognized a fellow troop leader who's gone above and beyond, nominate them for the Volunteer of Excellence Award. We have a Young Alum Shining Star Award. If you know of a recent Girl Scout alum who is still volunteering with a troop or community and doing some great things, you can nominate them for continuing their Girl Scout experience as an adult. We have service unit level awards. We have a whole variety of them. So volunteer nominations again due on August 31st. We do have a monthly volunteer of the month, and those nominations automatically get placed into the volunteer award nominations too. So you don't have to hold on to that really great thing that people have done that you want to remember to nominate them for. Throw it into a volunteer of the month nomination, and then when we look at our yearly awards, we pull those all back up again. Those awards are given at annual meeting, which Rolinda mentioned earlier, also happens during Certathon weekend, intentionally pairing those together to help those who have to travel to come to one or the other. That is November 2nd at 9 a.m. at the WSU Radigan Student Center. It is a different location from where we've been the last few years. We were at an off-site WSU venue previously, but we are moving into campus proper this year to the Radigan Student Center. And Girl Scout Gold Award. So Girl Scout Gold Award, big news. This Kansas State Department of Education has added the Gold Award to graduation requirements. There is a new area in graduation requirement called post-secondary assets. And there's a list of, I don't know, 12 or 15 different things that high school students can do. They are required to do 2 of those things on the list, one of which is their Gold Award. So we don't just get Gold Award Girl Scouts magically in high school for the very first time. They have to start as daisies or brownies and kind of grow up with Girl Scouts. They can start later. It's just not real, it is real. It's not frequent that they come to us later and then earn their Gold Award. So thinking about that bronze at junior level, that silver at cadet level, and helping us to grow some great Gold Award Girl Scouts so that they meet that graduation asset requirement. I think that's it.
Jen. You did that very well.
Oh, fantastic.
And I didn't even finish the PowerPoint, finish the words. So you knew exactly what we were talking about. That's fabulous. Okay, so help us help you. What topics would you like us to cover in future editions of The Scoop? Post some ideas in the chat and let us know. What are, maybe it's a process, maybe it's camping tips, maybe it's badge activities, the volunteer toolkit. What is it? If you've been wanting to know about something, I promise you somebody else out there wants to know the same thing. So give us some ideas. Send me an email, whatever it may be, so that we can make this what you need it to be. If you're going to give up an hour of your evening or 43 minutes of your evening, we want to make sure that it's impactful and that you get what you need out of the scoop. So I hope that you enjoyed tonight's edition. I think it was great. We had some great conversation and some good questions. I'm open to dialogue. What is my email? That's a good idea. Throw it out there. You can also send it to info@gskh. I guess that might be easier than trying to spell my name. Some extra training on the volunteer toolkit would be great. Good.
And on the wilderness training, I just wanted to making sure that you all know it. Monica mentioned like, oh, if you weren't going to be close to like EMS services, I believe it's like 30 minutes is the distinguishing there. So really, there's places in Kansas that you may be away, 30 minutes away from EMS services, but to me, it may not be the wilderness. It's not the national forest or something like that. So keep that in mind too.
Thank you. I'm brand new and was surprised that the training didn't discuss how to hold a troop meeting. Well, it sounds like we need to add a troop meeting to this training or this meeting next month.
I think that the training should have that information. We also are about to go live on a new training, and for sure that new one has how to hold your first troop meeting. So that information should be going live. Would be say, Monica, September 1st?
August 30th is what the hope is.
August 30th. Okay. Yep.
And I know we talked a little bit earlier about recruiting and renewals and all of our membership goals. We also are able to accept CanCare that has a $50 a year benefit to help with like membership. So if you are doing your renewals and you have girls who are on CanCare, there's a process to go through, like for financial assistance. But CanCare can help as well. And for those of you who are not familiar with CanCare, it is the state health insurance program for youth. So they feel like it's very important that Girl Scouts and other extracurricular type of activities are available for the youth across our state. And so there is a benefit to use for us.
Very good.
Peggy, thank you for asking about Festival of Giving. I'll hop in with that answer. So if you are in a service unit who has traditionally selected an agency for Festival of Giving and worked together to establish a wish list with Festival of Giving for that agency and donate together for a big impact for them, continue your plans. If you have been doing that with your service unit for years past, we're not asking you to change anything. Pick your agency, get your wish list, make your plans. For those of you who are not in a service unit or have never heard of Festival of Giving or what it's all about, we are adding an additional component this year. It is the 100th year celebration of Girl Scouts in Kansas as a council. So based on all of the records we can find, 100 years ago, the very first council was established in Kansas. And so we're going to be doing a lot of great celebration things this year that will all be announced in the Spark and Sisterhood that is going to be in your homes in roughly 2 weeks. We're finalizing some edits on it right now so we can get it out to the printer. And part of those celebrations is a new aspect to Festival of Giving to really help us expand that program to the service units who don't select an agency traditionally. So Peggy, I know Service Unit 91 traditionally selects an agency and does that way that Festival of Giving has been happening for the last 10 years. It's actually the 75th anniversary of Festival of Giving too. There's all kinds of great anniversaries happening this year. So Peggy, carry forward with how Service Unit 91 usually does that.
We have a question about when is the date to renew girls and not lose cookie credits. I know that we shut them off. Do you know the answer to that, Jen or Rolinda? Okay.
September 30th is when they suspend. There is a very brief grace period that if they suspend on September 30th when their membership closes, we will reinstate them. But highly, highly, highly encourage them to get their renewal done before September 30th so they don't risk missing that little grace period. So, and then we also have a question about adult certifications and how often to renew. It depends on which one you're talking about, Wendy. Monica, do you want to answer that one?
So when it comes to outdoor camping, that we do not have a renewal period on. When it comes to level 1 archery, that is a 2-year or 3-year. It's a 3-year certification. Small craft safety, we're looking at 3 years also. I'm holding up 2. She's saying 3. I never can remember on those 2. First aid CPR is 2. So it just depends on what the training is that you're looking at. Okay. Another thing that popped up here a little bit ago was what was I going to say? Oh, I saw Rachel Dodd had made a comment that this was her 2nd year. I just wanted to make sure that, we talked about Heartland Essentials being for new leaders. It's open to anybody. So if you're a leader that feels like you're needing to have just a little refresher on what our council does in Girl Scouts and you want to jump on that, we welcome you. So don't feel like you can't hop on to Heartland Essentials and get your questions and answers. Okay. All right. Well, we are so glad that you popped on tonight. And again, the next scoop is going to be on the 4th Monday of September at 8:00 and same location. So we'll meet you here on Teams. And again, if you have some ideas on things that you want shared, please send it over to us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
To Sarah, to answer your question, let people can kind of start hopping out. We'll answer a few questions as we wrap up. But Sarah, the Lead Her email is a monthly newsletter that comes out early in the month via email directly to all of our troop leaders and other service unit lead team. We also do Blazing Trails towards the end of the month that goes to all parents. And then there are individual emails kind of throughout the month as needs arise for various announcements and information. But you should be receiving, as a troop leader, Lead Her early in the month and Blazing Trails later in the month.
And
Vicky,
Vicky
I
has her
see.
hand up.
Yep. Thank you. I see
I was
Vicky's
going to
hand.
ask you. I was just going to ask you about Festival of Giving. Our last few years, you've had a form that we had to submit by a deadline. Did you have one this year or no?
It'll be coming out soon. It's not out yet. It'll be kind of timed along with that Spark Sisterhood hitting homes with all of the announcements about
Because I remember
Festival
last year
Giving
it
and
was
those
really
details.
early, and it had to be August. And boy, howdy, if you didn't get that done, so it's still coming.
It's
All right.
still coming. Yep, we're a little behind that timeline this year, but
Okay.
we'll get it out for you for those that are choosing an agency.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing out there. We appreciate all of you.
Maria, you should also be receiving Lead Her. If you have a, so in our system, it's just Troop Leader. It doesn't say like the primary Troop Leader and the assistant Troop Leader. Our system just says Troop Leader. So if you have a Troop Leader role, you should be receiving that Lead Her email. The other role that we have in a troop traditionally is the Troop Support Volunteer. And I don't believe Troop Support Volunteers are getting the Lead Her. They would only trails, which is targeted at parents. But we can certainly add you to that if you're not getting it, or we can investigate it if you have the role and you're not getting that email. If you would message us at info@gskh.org, and our director of marketing can take a look to see what might be preventing that email from getting through to you. Sheila, no problem that you missed the beginning of the meeting. We recorded, and it will be in the next Lead Her email that goes out here in the next week or so, early in January, early in September. We'll put out that Lead Her again, and it will have the recording for this meeting. Great questions as we're wrapping up. Thanks all for coming. If you don't have questions, I think we are finished for the night. If you do have questions, we've got several staff members sticking around to answer that.
There was a question about the money earning application for something new.
Awesome. Hill, you're up.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay. So we have a Walnut Valley Festival down here in Winfield, and I already talked to Jen about it. I'm not sure how to fill out the money earning application for this one, since the girls will actually be paid hourly for what they're doing. It's supposed to be dumped into the service unit account and then redistributed to the troops based on which girls are working, so that it goes to the correct place and they only have to cut one check. How do I fill out the money earning application for that?
Just go ahead and put in an estimate where it's asking for the dollar amount. Like if you're estimating 50 total girl hours, go ahead and put in that estimate and just put a note there. I'll give Kelly a heads up tomorrow when I see her.
Okay. I guess I'll have a better idea maybe tomorrow after our service unit meeting how many girls are planning on showing up.
Yeah, and
then
just an
I'll have a
estimate's
better
fine.
estimate.
Like if you, whatever ballpark, and then we can adjust it later once you have more details. So put what you know in there, and then Kelly can review it and approve it, and we'll adjust as things get, even if you think it's 50 hours and ends up being 20 hours, like we're not going to say where's the rest of that money. Like we can update what you've got in there.
Okay. It's like 4 days and it's only like an hour and a half for each day.
Oh yeah.
But it's like 5 to 8 girls per shift. So it's not that much, but it kind of makes an impact in the community because they can see us out there.
Yes, which is really important for sure. Yeah, just put the ballpark there. I'll let Kelly know what you and I had talked about with it, so she has a little bit more detailed.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you much.
And I think I'll see you tomorrow night. I'm coming down your way for your service unit meeting.
Fantastic. When you come in, go in through the south doors, south double doors, and immediately upon entering those doors, go downstairs.
Okay. Yeah, is it the same place that I was last time?
Probably not.
No.
I don't think I went downstairs last time. I think it was upstairs. I'll find you. That'll be fine.
I don't think you've been to this one before, because this is our first service unit meeting at this location.
Oh, well then no, I haven't. I'll look for
Okay,
I'll look for the basement. I might message you and make sure I have the right address.
It's 320 College Street. Not
Does anybody
North
else have
College,
questions?
just College.
Got it. I'm glad we talked.
Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you, ladies.
Thanks,
Bye.
Hill.
Thank you, Hill. Anybody else have any dying questions you need to throw out there? If not, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Thanks for stopping in. Bye, Peggy. Okay, then you stop the
And then I'm going to
recording.
start the stop recording.